Believing in yourself. What does it mean? What does it mean to believe in yourself? Does it mean you say it? Does it mean you show it? Is it something you build up to? I've been someone who has believed in myself so many times until I got to that moment that I had a problem or a situation, and I said, what happened? What happened in that situation? Did I believe? Not really did I believe. I've tried to figure out what the problem was. What was the problem? Like, how did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? What could I have done differently? Whose fault is it? Is it my fault? Is it her fault? Is it his fault? But what it always comes down to at some point is what you believe. What you really believe. So you could say, oh, I believed in myself. But if when you come to that resolution, when you come to that determination of what went wrong, and you look and you realize it was you, and what part of you suffered. Some of us are weak at a lot of things. But when it comes down to what I found that I didn't believe. I caused myself pain because I didn't believe. Because I said I believed didn't necessarily mean I believed. It was the actions that took place down the line in that situation, which I realized that was a failure to believe. And I find that, most of the time, if it's something difficult, if it's something that scares you, if it's something that hurts, if it's something you believe, you say you believe you deserve it. You say you believe it. You say it to your friends, say it to your family, say it to your loved ones. But when it comes down subconsciously, you don't believe you deserve it. You don't believe you should have it. And in the end, ultimately, that's what it comes down to, having everything that you want. You have to believe you deserve it. You have to believe you should have it. You have a short life to live. Why should you not have what you believe? But you can't have what you don't believe. And every time you fail or you falter, you may have been the reason because you just didn't believe enough. Because I believe if you did believe, you would have never made that bad decision, which would have helped, which is now hold you back, which is now has you back to square one, starting over because you didn't believe. Sometimes, if you're honest with yourself, you can go back to that place and you can say, I didn't believe. And maybe next time you get an opportunity, you have an opportunity to show you believed. Specifically, if it's love, if it's a person you love, if it's a job, if it's your dream, if it's playing on that basketball team or making that team, and you go out there and every time in the back of your mind you're going, I'm going to get cut. I don't deserve it. You're nervous. You're faltering. You don't do what you executed over and over again because in the back of your mind you said you're not believing. You don't believe. And then how? How do you believe? How do you believe you deserve it? Because if you don't believe, you're going to suffer. And you're going to second guess yourself. And you're never going to do what you came to do. You're never going to be what you wanted to be. You're never going to have what you wanted to have. It's all about believing at a higher level. And people say, I believe. Yeah, you believe today what you believe. That's your belief. I say if you believe now, you believe at level 7. Right? And then tomorrow you can get to level 8 and level 9. There's different levels of believing. Today I'm more successful than I've ever been, and I have a lot more belief in my ability. But what I really want, what my dreams are, that I'm gonna have to have a level 12 belief. And if I don't have level 12 belief, then I'm not going to accomplish my dreams. I'm not going to accomplish my goals. I'm going to talk with my friends and say I want this and I want that, but I'm really never going to have it because I don't believe. I may tell this lie to myself, to my friends, to my family, to my loved ones for such a long time. And all that time you're saying you believe and you're lying and you're hurting yourself and you're struggling and you're suffering. It's gonna hurt every moment you don't believe. Every moment you're not willing to risk it. Every moment you say, I'll put it on the line. I can do it. I got everything that it takes. I believe it. I deserve it more than anybody else. Nobody has. He didn't do this. She didn't do that. I'm the one. You don't believe. And that's not believing, talking about someone else. That's